Alright, what to do, YouTube? It's your boy, the Colin Kane, coming at you with another deck profile from this week's regional in Greenville, South Carolina, right?
Yes.
Yeah, South Carolina. With my man, what you do?
I got third with Adamancipator.
Wait, before you say that,
So,
who are you?
Sam Parrish.
And what did you do?
Got third with Adamancipator.
With what?
Adamancipator.
With Adam, bro.
Solid
the
rocks.
Rocky boys.
Yep. The best deck that never got to play at full power.
You got Block Dragon in there?
Nope.
No Block
I
Dragon?
wish. This ain't Master Duel.
He didn't even need to cheat, bro.
Nah.
That's insane. Alright, show us the spice.
Alright, so no spice to start with. 3 Researcher, 3 Seeker, 3 Analyzer. You have to play 3 of all of them. They're wonderful.
Yep.
2 Blue Rock. A lot of people have cut this to 1. I don't understand why. It's the best excavation in the deck. It draws a card. I recycled the Synchro Dragite with it 3 times against Eldritch in one game under Skill Drain. But it's great. You also, for Small World, it's a Small World target as well in a way if you kind of open weird. Yeah, so those are the Adamancipator monsters. You can't play any less of these, and I don't think playing less than this is correct.
Okay. I see.
So, Prank Kid package. The greatest feeling in the world right now is you normal summon Roxy's, your opponent goes, oh, and then you go summon Researcher, and they go, oh. It's great. Or they'll ash the Roxy's, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, special Researcher.
Yeah.
So it's great. They overperformed. A lot of people play Dropsies instead of Lampsies. I don't know why. I literally won like 5 games today where the 500 burn is what killed them because I was able to put like 76 on board with the access code and something else, DP or whatever, and the 500 is what killed him. So I think this is great. You can't play Dark Roar with this because you can't do damage, but I don't play Dark Roar, so it doesn't matter. These were wonderful.
That's pretty fair.
2 Doki Doki. You don't really need a third. You want to excavate it. You don't really want to open it as a normal summon, but it's not the worst normal, especially if you see like Signs or Reborn. But he's really good. We got 3 Supplier.
3 suppliers.
He's really good. Chain blocking is wonderful. Because we're playing the Small World as well, and we got the 3 Guardian with him, he just gets that free +1 that you either will use with Small World or you'll tuck it back with like Plague Spreader to summon Plague Spreader back. I was trying to play really conservatively recently because the hand traps are off the chart right now, and so I would leave the Guardian on board as long as possible, and he negated Nibiru like 4 times today. So it went very well with these guys. 1 Xeno Guitar. He's really cool.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, so he's obscure. If he is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 other rock monster in grave, add it to hand, and then you take 1 card from your hand, put it to the top of the deck.
Oh shit.
Mid game, he's like one of your best excavations because he adds back any of your Adamancipators back to your hand, and then you stack a card that you can summon off that Adamancipator.
Damn, okay.
If he's banished from the field of grave, he also foolishes a rock, but that doesn't really come up. But yeah, he was great. You wouldn't play him at more than 1, but he's really. He also, you can normal him and link into All Mirage, which comes up if you send him off Droplet. You just get back 1 of the cards you sent off Droplet. So he was great, but you wouldn't play more than 1. 2 Nibiru. It's a fine card. Mostly, it's a perfect Small World bridge for this deck. You can go any rock into Nib into any rock. The other important bridge, like I said with the Blue Rock, you can go Nib into Blue Rock into either Seeker or Researcher. And so that comes up sometimes too when you open both. A lot of times I would side 1 of them out for game 2 or 3. But if I was leaving in a smaller package, I'd leave in 1, hope to not draw it, but it comes up. We got 3 Parallel Exceed. Cards absolutely fantastic. Again, chain blocking is very important. Opening this plus Roxy's feels wonderful. You make the Gallant Granite, and then Granite gets you Researcher, and you just go. Yep. 1 Plague Spreader. He's the best Hulk target off of this. He's not first ed, but he's pretty cool. Nah. Sorry, man. Budget player. But yeah, he's the best Hulk target for this deck. There are times where you summon like a Seeker or a Researcher to summon back off of Signs and stack a thing. But other than that, he's the best. Again, you can normal him, link into All Mirage, summon him back, make Hulk if you have to do that. It comes up from time to time. But level 2 recurring tuner. What more could you ask for? We play the DP package. The standard end board before this week was Appaloosa, DPE, and Borreload Savage. Now, because of Super Poly, I was ending on Dragite instead of the Borreload Savage because they can't really Super Poly Appaloosa, DPE, and Dragite. There's not really a common target for that. I did get Super Poly'd for Weather Washer like 3 times today, where I would summon like Roxy's, do that stuff, go do Roxy. They're like, Super Poly, I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. So it didn't matter. But these win me more games than the DP himself. Drawing 2 is broken, and specialing a rock, especially like an Analyzer or a Guardian, is insane.
I heard 2 free cards was nice.
Yeah, right. And we don't play 2 Fusion Destiny just because it messes up with your excavations, and I'm just content with going for Verte. It is what it is.
Yep.
Also, you took those pieces back with Plague Spreader a lot. 3 Small World. Card's really good. Like I said, Nibiru Perfect Bridge, Blue Rock works. I side this out a lot along with the Nibiru just because that's 5 free slots to go in whatever you want, and it's not throwing off your excavations. So like it kind of hurts consistently to take this out, but only barely. But I loved it. People still don't know what it does. It's great. 3 signs. This card's not once per turn. Did you know that? It's great. Stacks a card. Yeah, it's wonderful. I played the deck for a month without knowing this wasn't once per turn. But stacks a rock. It wins you games. It won me in round 8 against Eldritch. This is what won me the game. And then Monster Reborn is another just copy of this essentially. They're all wonderful. Doki Doki, discarding stuff, and then you have like one of these in hand is one of the greatest feelings ever. And then 3 droplets. People have told me this card's bad right now. I don't know what they're smoking. This card won me.
Smoking rocks, bro.
They're smoking rocks. They need to be. The deck's crazy, but it won me so many games. I've lost to it plenty of times recently. It's insane, but I mean it's droplet.
How many is that in the main?
43.
43.
Yep. Let's see. So
out here.
yeah, right. So extra deck, DP obviously. We're still playing the Savage, even though you don't in on as much anymore. Dragite, Leonite, Raptite. There's argument to cut Leonite. It's kind of win more, but there are boards where you really pop off. You can go Appaloosa, Dragite, Leonite, DPE, and he can either reborn Raptite for a DD Crow or Guardian as a negate. Blue Rock to draw a card if there's nothing better to do. They're all really strong, and I like them a lot. Gallant Granite. Obviously just generic 4, searches any rock, always searching researcher. I don't think I've searched anything else today with it. Almirage comes up a lot when you open a small normal summon and either Peril Exceed or a Supplier. It's weird because like there's a lot of times you don't summon it, but the times where you do need to summon it, it's what makes you have a play. Meow Moo and Doodle. Some people play Bawa Bark instead. The attributes are kind of wonky with this deck. You want to have a Fire, Wind, and Water engraved for Raptite, Leonite, Dragite. This is my Wind if I don't get Parallel Exceed. Hulk obviously is the lifeblood of this deck now. Verte, IP, Unicorn, Appaloosa, access code. It's kind of standard at this point, but they're all great. Shout out to the kid at Locals yesterday that gave me a Naruto token. It was cool.
Oh, that's pretty spicy.
Yeah, right? Then side deck, only a little bit of spice in here, but I like it. So we got 3 Droll. At the YCS, I played Ogre instead, and Flunder's a really rough matchup for this deck, and I lost a game to them where I had the Ogre, and if it was Droll, it would have been different. So I couldn't do that twice. So Droll is good.
You learned.
I did. I sided in, never saw it. 1 Call By, 1 Cosmic, 1 Duster. I was maining Call By. I kept excavating and getting mad, so I threw it in the side for punishment. Cosmic Cyclone, I need anti-scythe cards. That's what these mostly are, but also skill drains at 3. I played 3 Eldritch today. This card's really good. Feather Duster won me a lot as well. I was playing 2 Cosmic originally, and I swapped it to the Feather Duster because it's just better. So here's the spice. 2 Appointer of the Red Lotus.
This man is taking it back, bro.
I was playing 3. I had to change that for the dimensional barriers. But Dark Roar No More and Droplet are very scary. Stops Dark Roar outright, stops Lava Golem Sphere Mode. But even with Droplet, if you have 3 Must Answer cards, they chain Droplet to this, send 3 cards. They have 2 cards left in hand. You still rip 1 out. So like their last card better be the best card in the game, or they're losing. Only downside with this is you do have to have a hand. There are times where you don't, but that's negligible. D-Barrier, I was afraid of Despia. I played it 3 times. I never went to a game 3, and I still don't know what the deck does. And I lost like all 3 die rolls. They bricked on like a million hand traps. I OTK'd every time. It's whatever. 3 Evenly. Wonderful card. Yeah, so the way I got pilled on this was losing to it consistently at locals, where a friend had this and droplets, and it feels so good going evenly and then chain droplets in the evenly and like a monster from the hand. And it sold me on it, and it came in clutch today. It's more back removal too, which is important. And then the red reboot is just mandatory. So
oh yeah, bro.
That's all that.
Yeah, that's pretty spicy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's really spicy. You got any shout-outs, bro?
Express TCG. Best card shop in South Carolina, in Augusta. Blair Hunter. Great Blair. Blair
That's
Hunter.
my boy Blair.
Your boy Blair. I went on a big regional grind with him in 2019 when he was like winning every regional ever.
Bro, I still have yet to beat this man at a regional.
Yeah, same. He beat me in a tournament for a Ghost Rare Red Eyes a few years ago. I was salty. But yeah, went on the grind with him. Learned a lot during that time. Great guy, great player. But yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate it, man.
No problem.